The usage of hard drugs, including alcohol, by adolescents and young adults before engaging in unprotected sexual activities has been identified as a major contributing factor to the high prevalence of HIV in Nigeria. At an HIV media dialogue, experts emphasized the necessity of early testing, high-quality treatment and care for infants, children and adolescents living with or exposed to HIV. Correspondent John Felix completes the story.
Available data indicates that out of the 39 million individuals worldwide living with HIV, 29.8 million are receiving crucial life-saving treatment. Approximately 2 million people in Nigeria are currently living with HIV. Despite there being more than 2,000 facilities offering HIV treatment in the country, the treatment rate among children under 14 years old remains notably low. To bridge this gap, Dr. Yewande Olaifa, the head of NACA's Gender and Human Rights Division, highlights the impact of alcohol and hard drugs on individuals, leading them to make poor decisions.
But what we know is that, like alcohol, these drugs also affect your ability to make good judgments. So when on a good day, once you are well informed, you know that if you're going to have sex with somebody else who is other than your regular partner or your husband or wife, you would use condom. The probability that you will do that when you are using psychoactive drugs is less because you're not making good judgment. Those drugs affect your frontal lobe, so to speak. They make you do things that you normally would not have done if you had not used the drugs. So that's where chemsex is. And the reason why it's coming to the fore is because they're seeing more and more young people, particularly, use these drugs, and they've not been able to find a way of curtailing it in different spheres, and we should expect to see more and more of it in our own sphere as well. So, and they're beginning to see that this is a risk.
The organizers say the patterns and trends of the HIV epidemic in Nigeria have changed significantly over the years, underscoring the need to effectively disseminate information about the new HIV service trends and changes throughout the country. They also note that HIV treatment rates are lowest among children under 14 years old.
There's a lot of emphasis now on PMTCT, that's prevention of mother-to-child transmission of HIV. So we need to get our pregnant women to get tested, and not just get tested. When you get tested, whether you're positive or negative, there are steps to be taken. So particularly now if you're tested and you are positive, there are important steps, and that's treatment. Treatments must commence. We need to strengthen, and if we strengthen our prevention of mother-to-child transmission, we'll not just be working and getting things done as far as HIV is concerned, we'll also be working on some other diseases, including hepatitis B. So getting this right is critical. And then as these young people now become young adults, become adolescents, we need to reach out to them, get them tested. There's still a gap also in that. Get them tested, know the people that are living with the virus, and start treatment as appropriate.
There are still gaps in the response that we need to prioritize. So the whole idea of this training is to keep people abreast of the information, what's going on within the AIDS response, and give them up-to-date information so that they are armed with that to also be able to educate the public, because we also see a growing trend within Nigeria's response. We're seeing a lot of young people, who are growing up with limited knowledge about HIV, who are growing up and involved in practices that put them at risk of HIV. We're also seeing a growing incidence of new infections among young people.
FAR Nigeria provides support for the meeting through the Henry Jack Foundation Medical Research Institute. John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.